Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's heart-to-heart connection and conversation with Tildet. Tildet, introduce yourself and share with us what is your business? What do you do?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Tildet, as Fabienne said. I am a business consultant and coach. Specifically, I work with family businesses, and we also do a lot of workplace stress mastery programs.
Amazing. Thank you for being here to share your story, Tildet.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. Take us back. So you just entered into the second year of the Leveraged Business Program in Bold Heart. Understanding that you're about halfway through right now. Take us back a little over a year ago before you joined us. And I think it's really helpful for the people listening who are here to be inspired by you, by your success, and who want to take notes on how you're growing your business so quickly. What was it like before? What was not working in your business prior to joining us?
What was not working was I felt very isolated. I did not feel heard or seen. And wherever I would go, I would be the leader, and I wanted to have other leaders around me. I wanted to learn from others, share with others. And you always say isolation breeds self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where I was. I didn't believe that I could grow this business because I was doing it. Not only was I isolated, I also was doing it alone. And all my attempts to get a team going wasn't going well. I hired people. They didn't work out. I lost lots of money, and I started to believe if it's to be, it's up to me.
Right.
And I was taking all this burden on. I have to do this myself. I have to do that myself. I have to do this myself because I had lost money. I got a lot of disappointments from the people I hired. So it was feeling lonely. It was feeling heavy. It was feeling overwhelmed. And I was also had gone through a healing journey.
Yes.
I had a dance with cancer. I call it a dance, but I dropped cancer as a partner.
I love that. I love that.
I don't love dancing, and I think I have better partners now. Yet, having gone through that healing journey 2 years prior joining and 2 years towards when I chose to work with you, I really had to reflect upon my life. I had to see, I realized when you face your mortality and you really look deeper and see, if I am given another chance to live, what do I want to do? For myself and for others. If time on earth is limited, how would I use it to the best interest of myself and others? What do I really want?
And what was your answer when you were asking that? This is a very profound question. Not many people experience when it comes to their business. What came up for you as you were answering your questions around that?
What came up for me was, I love what I do. I love helping people. I am passionate about what I do, but I don't think the model is working.
What wasn't working? Was it?
My prioritizing wasn't working. I was working long hours. I was doing everything myself. It was really tolling, I think, on my health, and I wasn't doing things that nourished me at all times, although I do stress mastery and I do say these things and I do a lot of, everything that I talk about, I do them and it helps me a lot. And I think it helped me through the healing journey. But when I went through the healing journey and I saw the impact of my practices, now I was even more passionate to teach it to the people because it worked. it worked. I went through 26 rounds of chemo.
Oh my goodness, Tildet. Wow. That is significant.
Yes.
So this mattered. You're getting your business on track mattered because in your words, when you face your own mortality, it probably does triage on your life, and you probably decide like, wait, if my life is so important, I want to do the right thing and have it work out. Is that what I'm understanding from what you're saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And if this all is working for me, it will work for others. How do I make a bigger impact? How do I make bigger revenue? And how do I not feel so lonely?
So you were overwhelmed. You were working long hours. Were you working evenings and weekends?
Yes. If you ask me, I would work all the time. And my passion also was telling me, you need to work. You have to bring this out there. You have to do more. You have to do more. And I was just, spinning my wheels.
Yeah. I often talk about the fact that we're so busy in our businesses because often we're working on the wrong things. And we are grabbing at straws, trying to figure out, how do I get my work out there into the world? How do I reach more people? How do I create a bigger impact? But when we're working on the wrong things, or we don't know what we don't know about what's going to work, it's really depleting, not just of our time, but it's also depleting our confidence in ourselves.
Yes.
So you found us here at Bold Heart, and you jumped
so happy I found you.
Well, let me ask you this. Why are you happy that you found us?
When I came to your half-day online conference or training or I've been watching you a long time, and every time when you were in Connecticut, I would always say, I'm going there, and it never happened. But this time I was like, I'm going to check this out. And when I heard you, this brings tears to my eyes. It was like for the first time, I felt there's someone that thinks like me, feels like me, and someone that knows how to integrate the mind and the heart, is not only focusing on one or the other. And that alignment is very important to me. And I saw you living that. I saw you saying that. And when you said, let's do less better, let's focus on what works. And everything that day, that I heard from you, I was like, I really relaxed. I was like, oh, I think I found my person. I found my tribe, because you also talked about there are other women like this. And there were other women in the room that day that thought like that. And I felt like I found my tribe. I found my community where we don't have to be just this or that. We can be everything. And we don't have to be everything. We can be our strengths. That really was very attractive to me. And your authenticity, your being real. I have had other trainings. I've had many trainings, yet everywhere they were saying things that it didn't resonate with me. They were like, oh, just focus on the numbers, just focus on the this. And you were like, no, numbers and heart. We're loving. We're writing, when you said the writing emails or copies, like writing love letters, I was like, I love this woman. Yes. I want to write love letters. If I can write love letters, I'll write all day long. But if I'm writing copy, you cannot get a word out of me.
I think I was talking to a group of people in Portugal last week. I was teaching about how we women, virtually 100% of women that I meet just want to make consistent income.
Yes, so important.
We just want to feel safe in the world. We don't need 4 expensive sports cars in our garage. We just want to be financially safe and help more people,
Yes.
and of course buy nice things. But that consistency of making our own money, and lots of it, is really important. And I was talking with them about the fact that I asked them a question: how long have women, what is your estimation of how long women have actually been self-employed? How many years has this been a normal thing? And we came up with like about 20, 25 years. Oh. And it's been a man's entrepreneurial world, and the masculine markets differently than the feminine, and it's good for them. But I don't know any women who want to market by going, right? They love the idea of writing a love letter that feels lovely and nurturing and compassionate. Yes. And yes. We sell more. We attract more clients. We grow our business further and faster when we write love letters. And I'm so happy that you mentioned this. Also, we do better, as you mentioned, when we are in a community of other people on the journey. So you've only been in the program 1 year. Some people stay 4 years, 5 years, not because it doesn't work, you guys, just because it works so well. They're like, why would I step away from something that produces such great results? Would you be willing to share what you've been able to implement or accomplish in just this first year, and why is that important for you? Share whatever you're willing to share. It's an inspiration.
Well, one of the main reasons I joined was, as I said, I was doing everything myself and I wanted a team. And I was at a point thinking, that's not a reality. This doesn't work. Team does not work. Then you showed us how team works, what we need to do to make a team work. And I have the most amazing team right now. I feel so grateful, and they are I keep telling them, where were you all my life? But I didn't know how to find them. And the system you taught us enabled me to be able to find those people, whether we're doing the assessments, what we're saying, what we're looking for. And I remember you saying, you don't just hire because you liked someone. I would hire because I liked someone, or I would hire because someone said this one is good. But I didn't know they were good for me or not.
I think this is one of those things where, when you, Tildet, became an entrepreneur and when I became an entrepreneur, we didn't have a full 2-day class about how to hire people, how to hire people you can trust, how to hire people affordably, how to hire people who can do the job even better than you ever could, how to hire people who will take everything off your plate so that you can stop doing what you don't like, stop doing what you don't know how to do, stop doing what you don't have time to do, and instead delegate everything that is outside of your zone of genius or unique brilliance and just focus on exponential growth activities. We were never taught how to do that.
Yes.
And I personally went ahead and made all the mistakes for all of us, but I found this way. And it's really miraculous what happens when you can affordably surround yourself with a team of people. And for somebody listening today, a team could just mean a part-time person who works remotely, just a few hours a week. And it could be 2 or 3 people. What's happened for you since you brought this team on, Tildet?
Oh, now, I have the Bold Heart community where I feel supported. Then I have my team where I feel supported. So I'm not feeling alone anymore. I'm not feeling isolated. And my team, I took a vacation for 10 days. And this is the first time I did not take my computer with me. I
Yes.
think it's never happened in my life.
Mm.
And we were in the middle of a big project, and they were collaborating, doing everything. And it was like I never took a day off. The work was being done, but I was 10 days, no computer, totally unplugged with my daughter in the middle of the jungle of Costa Rica and just loving it. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And in fact, we have a big project that we're working towards, and I was getting a little overwhelmed. And one of my team members said, and she's remote and part-time and all that, she goes, I have to take care of you. You cannot do so many things right now. I had never heard of that.
Do you know, I don't know if you realize, Tildet, but there is a woman who's listening to you right now and who is probably shaking her head like, how is this woman taking 10 days of vacation in the jungle of Costa Rica, not bringing her laptop, and she's in the middle of a big project? How is that possible? You are inspiring somebody right now. This is, if you're listening and you're not familiar with this concept of doing less better, this is what Tildet is sharing with you, is that you shouldn't be doing everything. See, we start our business as a doer, right? Because we have more time than we have money, and we think we should be involved in everything. But there's a point at which, especially when you cross six figures, that you actually have to stop working so hard if you want to make more money and if you want to grow your business. It's about less doing and more thinking, right? It's about delegating. It's about empowering the people who you've afforded, you've hired affordably to do the things for you, to grow your business for you, alongside you. And when you set up the team and when they build the systems, I'd love to hear about how you've implemented systems this first year. When the team runs the systems and they know what to do when you're not around, magic happens.
Yes, so true. And it is happening. And what is also great is it allows me to be on my genius zone. And they are complementing all the things that I don't want to do or I'm not good at. And they are so good at that. And now we're working, collaborating all our strengths. Now something magical is happening because everyone is in their genius zone and everyone is happy and everyone is productive. That really was such a relief for me. And that now allows me to work on the exponential growth. I think what you said before, the consistency of income is really important. And once that is settled and you know you're consistently having an income coming in, then now you allow yourself to be more creative, to be more expressive of who you are. And that differentiates you. And then now you're ready to take on bigger projects because you have other people with you that can support you in these bigger projects. So I am working on exponential growth, and we took on a big project, a big collaboration partnership with a big firm. And we are in the midst of preparing for that right now. So in a couple months, I will report back the increase and all that. Although I must say in a year, there was increase in my income, definitely.
Yeah. Would you share whatever you feel comfortable sharing?
My focus wasn't the money, because the money was satisfying. Although I want to make a lot more, and that's why I'm in there and I want to do that. But I really started with the impact. So I had a 30% increase.
That's amazing. A 30% increase in 1 year, and that's not even what you're focusing on.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. And you were already at six figures. So that's a
And,
significant
and
number.
I must also say that when I did your money magnet program and you were saying, it's not always what you bring, yourself to the business. You can create money anywhere. And in that period, I did get a gift of like $100,000, which I'm not counting in the 30%.
Yeah.
That's not in the 30%. So if I counted that, we would be a lot more than 30%. But
If you,
unexpectedly, it showed
yeah.
up.
If you've ever heard about my Money Magnet Club, you know that we play a game for 90 days, and there's the first 4 weeks, the first month, we learn about marketing and mindset and all of that, and then for 60 days, we sprint to uh, achieve a big, hairy, audacious revenue goal. And the rule, just like Tildet said, is you count all new money that comes in. So in your case, it would be 100,000 plus 30%.
Yes.
How have you reached more people? How has your impact increased? Because your income's increased. You're taking vacations
Yes.
without your laptop. That is amazing. While growing your business a
Yes.
minimum of 30%. Tell
Yes.
me about the
I,
impact.
I think what you always say, Fabian, sticks with me. When women make money, lots of it, they have confidence. When we have confidence, the way we show up in our environment is different. And we have a voice. You always say when you make a lot of money, women have voice. So I work with women and men, and mostly men. I'm in a lot of men's circles. But because of my confidence, they're hearing me more. I'm getting more partnership offers. They're taking me more seriously and they are supporting me. And it feels really good because I have a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference. I think that's helping. And I have the confidence to reach out to people that I wouldn't reach out before. I would be intimidated. And if they ask me to do something all by myself, how am I going to add another thing to my to-do list? What if they say do this or do that? But now when I collaborate and I'm like, we're going to do the marketing. We're going to give you all the stuff ready. All you have to do is have your agency look at it and do it. And they're like, oh, this is great.
Did that version of Tildet exist before?
Not this confident and this happy and this. It is like now the more of me shows up and I allow her to show up, the more my love towards my self-love grows. And the more that self-love grows, the love for others grow. And the interactions and the connections are deeper, meaningful. They are also, I can say no to the people that are not aligned with who I am. I don't have to say yes to everyone. If we are aligned and we can see same way and we want to make income and impact and we're seeing it, yes. If not, no.
I really like, because you just mentioned it. I always say that when women make their own money, and lots of it, they have a voice and a choice. But one of the things that you just brought up right now that I always equate a voice and a choice in their personal life. But what you just raised, something I hadn't thought about is when you make your own money and lots of it in your business, you have a choice to turn down clients who are not aligned with your values, with your energy, if they're toxic, if you don't think you can help them. Remember, maybe like I did in the beginning of my business, maybe in the beginning of your business, you accepted clients that you knew were not right for you, but maybe there was this I don't know, I'll just speak for myself. Like 25 years ago, there was this quiet desperation of, okay, they're not ideal, but I'll take those clients on anyway because I need the money, right?
I've been there, have done it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
But when you leverage your business, leverage your team, leverage your systems, increase your impact, make and 30% is just the beginning. I mean, you're going to.
It is just the beginning. I feel it.
But when you make really good money working less, you don't have time for what I call heart sink clients. The kind of client when you see them on your calendar and your heart sinks to your stomach like, oh no. We don't have time, and we can say we can honor ourselves, an act of self-love to say no. And that's a choice in our business that I don't often talk about that you brought up today. Tildet, this confidence piece, what parts of the program do you feel like you got this confidence from? What areas of the program are really feeding you in these results?
That's a great question, Fabian. I think seeing the possibility, seeing all other women being able to do that and them sharing the ways they did it, and it makes it possible. When you see a possibility, it becomes a possibility for you.
Yeah, because there's lots of sharing. There's this extreme generosity in our group that doesn't exist in other places.
Yes. And when that is a confidence because I'm watching them doing it and not feeling alone. And when I also the mindset shift that there's abundance everywhere and I don't have to act out of desperation, but out of love and alignment, that is freedom. That is freedom. And I think freedom is one of my most important values. And I did turn a big company down because we were not aligned and they were willing to give me a lot of money, but I said no. And we had that discussion in the group and everyone was supporting. Maybe if I didn't get that, I wouldn't have the confidence to have said no to that big project. But when I had you and I had the other women, they were going, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, okay, I will not do it because now I have the confidence. I have others backing me up. And that really helped.
Yeah.
And another big project I'm working on is my book. So there's a lot of big projects going on right now. So that is very exciting.
I'm just going to give a side note to those who are listening. One of the aspects of the program that we teach, that I teach, and that I love teaching is writing a book in 3 months. Writing and publishing a lead generation book with heart that brings in new clients consistently so that you can replace, I hope you all write this down as you're listening, replace marketing activities with marketing assets. And if you haven't read the book, The Leveraged Business yet, that's my book. What I typically hear is that women often tear up just in the introduction of the Leveraged Business book when they read it and they say, how do you know me so well? And by chapter 3 or 4, they're like, okay, yeah, I need you guys. Like, can I please have a call? And that's the kind of book that we're teaching all the members of the program to write. And you're writing that book now for the family business owners. Yeah.
Yes. Family Business GPS.
Yeah.
Yes. You like that?
Yes.
Yes.
And that book will attract new clients. But like I said, it's so that you don't have to do as many jazz hands, like hustle to get clients. The book will live in perpetuity and bring new clients to you on a regular basis. You write it once, set it, and well, I don't want to say forget it because you also always need to let people know about your book. But by reading it, they're going to want to work with you.
Yes. And, reading your leverage book, which was great, and you teaching the strategies how to write, that makes the ease, and then the training is done, because now when they come, so whatever is in there, it will be multi-purposed.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
and which is very good. Yes, and I have that on my one of the notes on my computer is moving from marketing activities to assets,
Yeah.
and thinking in those, whatever I'm creating, how can I create it as an asset, whether it's a video, whether it's this, that also I can use it. And you also say to one to many marketing.
One to
And
marketing.
yes, so following all that has helped tremendously.
What do you think is so? Like I said, you just finished year one. You're stepping boldly into year two, um, and you're going to get like new levels of things that you didn't know that you didn't know. Now that you have the foundation from year one, teams, systems, leveraging your time, leveraging your business model to work one to many. What do you think is possible in the next 12 months to 24 months with your revenues in your business?
I'm going for 10x.
10x.
I'm going for 10x.
Would you like to share what that number might be?
It will be, yes, it will be into the seven figures. Yes.
Did you
And
ever think that that was possible years ago?
no, I did not. And this is very personal to me, Fabienne, because we had a big family business. That's why I'm doing family business consulting. And we lost that big family business in Turkey.
Hmm.
And my father had built it up, and for many different reasons, it went down. And with the same, when the business went down, my father passed away.
Oh,
Almost the same day, the
oh, I
news.
never heard you say that story, Tildet. Wow.
Yes, it was. And I promised my dad that everything we lost, and it was millions of dollars, that one day I will make it back.
Wow.
I didn't know how. And, because I also come from Turkey, a culture where women don't have a lot of voice. And it is the men that are supposed to make that income. And I wasn't sure how would do it, but it was always in me. And when I heard you say, yes, you can go over 1 million, I said, is it possible? Is it not possible? And even writing the book, I felt like I was writing it with my dad.
Oh
It
my
was so
goodness.
special.
You know what I'm getting here, Tilda, is it's not about the money for you as much as it is about a legacy, an honoring of your father, and also, if I may, maybe I'm making this up, but like showing other women from your culture that
Yes.
you can make 1 million and have a voice and a choice and that you are equipped.
Yes.
It's not
In a
just for men.
country where I came as an immigrant with nothing, with an accent, speaking on stages.
Wow.
Yes.
This is
And
like, it's like personal. It's not just like, oh,
personal.
no business. It's like personal.
This is personal. This is for women that are coming from many different walks. I am an immigrant woman here. I love the opportunities that are here in the United States, that we can be anything we want to be, we choose to be when we want. And I want all women all around the world to see and feel like other women that are making it too, that we are going to be the tipping points to give that inspiration, that courage, regardless where we come from, we have accents or not, or whatever it is that we're dealing with. We can do it. And thanks to you, now I believe I can do it. There are moments that I'm like, am I like dreaming this or what? And then, no, she said I can do it. And there are many women that are doing it.
Right? And you're seeing the other women in the program get to 500,000 and then 1 million. And it creates a deeper level of belief in self that is hard to explain.
Yes.
Does the community of Bold Heart believe in you and your big dreams?
I'm sure they do. I have the best ABs.
AB is your
That's
accountability buddy.
accountability.
Yeah.
Yes. And the pod, everything that's in place is really serves. There is not one component. I think all the components you put there, whether it is the whole group getting together at Q&A sessions, whether accountability buddies or pod, I think everything serves in that confidence, the support, the sharing, the intimacy, the contraction, the expansion, the sharing of struggles and celebrations, and everything is real. And that's why it works.
Yeah. I've often said that I would do anything to be a member of Bold Heart. It's like my little regret is it doesn't exist anywhere else. I mean, in a way that's good because I created this thing that women don't want to leave because they get results here they can't get elsewhere, and they have a feeling here they can't get elsewhere. But you started this conversation by saying just 1 year ago you felt isolated and alone and not supported. And now, only 12 months later, you've increased by 30%. You take unplugged vacations. Your business continues to grow, your team doing things. And it sounds like you feel supported in a way that you may never have felt before.
Yes. Yes, thanks to you and creating this community and so generously sharing your experiences, sharing the knowledge, everything. It makes such a big difference. It really does.
You know, just like for you with your father, like it's personal. For me, it is really personal to have women around the world make their own money and lots of it. When I lie awake at night, looking up at the ceiling, I dream of a world where women have reclaimed their sovereignty, meaning they make their own choices, they make their own decisions. They are in charge of their life, whereby for thousands of years, they've never been in charge of their life. Even when they're in a really wonderful situation, they still don't fully have it. And so it's personal for me too, Tildet. It's really personal.
Yes. And I love that. And you know what I also love that I really resonated? You do the Delicious Life retreats and the Delicious Life. That also, my thing, I love that because it resonated with me because I used to do rose banquets. I had like a 90 bush rose garden. And for 12 years, we did rose banquets. People will come, will meditate. I would cook with roses and we'll learn the roses. And it was just like a big thing. And I thought I had to choose like business, organizational growth, or my rose banquets. And when I heard you doing the delicious stuff, I said, oh, another possibility. I can do my rose banquets and they can come back and all that. It doesn't have to be one or the other, or, there are these rules. I don't know who created them.
I think that in our culture, pleasure and downtime and beauty is actually not celebrated as much as we think it is. I was with a woman the other day, and it was actually at the last, I won't say her name, of course. It was at the last Delicious Life retreat in Provence that we just ended. And on the second day, I was like, okay, you guys, we've gone all around Provence, and we've had a fantastic meal, and we've mapped out some things for your life and your business. It's time to everybody take an hour or two to take a nap. And she said to me after, she's like, take a nap. I was like, oh yes, everybody must take, like, let's at least some downtime. She said, I've been taught that taking a nap is lazy and that you should be productive instead. And this whole idea of the feminine sense of pleasure and downtime, and I really believe that all of us women are missing just being time. And so if you're listening to this and you're new to me, to this message, I just want you to know that what we do here is have you grow your business with you working less, but also crafting a delicious life at the same time, where you feel that you have it all, whatever all means to you. And for some people, it's taking trips with their daughter to the forest in Costa Rica. Some people want to give to charity. Like what does having it all mean to you, and then boldly going after that, so that you have a business that pays you very well consistently, impacts more people, gives you more freedom, and allows you to have time freedom, location freedom, and dare I say it, pleasure freedom. And Tildet, you have given us so much inspiration today. It's really incredible what you've been able to achieve in just 1 year. What parting words of advice? And I'd love to have you back in a year and you tell us what you've accomplished. I think it would be so inspirational to pick up again in 1 year or 18 months. What parting words of advice would you have for somebody who is currently listening to this and is currently experiencing what you were before, the overwhelm, the isolation, the team not working out, the growth not working out? What would you say to her?
I would say, take that step. Take that first step. Immerse yourself in a community, in the community of Bold Heart, and experience this, because you deserve to make a lot of money, to have it all, to whatever that means to you, and also to really explore your own potential, what you can do in this world, and the world is waiting for you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Tildet. Thank you for inspiring so many people today to have them feel that they can have it all and they don't need to be alone doing it. Yes. Thanks. And thanks everybody for tuning in today.